Do you love cars and you're broke? Well, my fellow enthusiast, I can confidently say I'm in that boat too. So, I can guarantee there's at least two of us. I wanted to go over some ways to help you save some money. The original script for this video was going to talk about how insanely expensive it's become to be a car enthusiast, and that did get kind of depressing to write. So instead, I wanted to see if I can help any aspiring or current car enthusiasts continue to afford this hobby. If you're watching this video, I think I can safely assume that you look at cars as more than just a method to get you from point A to point B. You appreciate the machine as a whole, the craftsmanship that goes into it, the community that we have. There's a lot of reasons to love this hobby, and I do hope there's something in this video that can help you start or continue this hobby while keeping a little bit of extra change in your pocket. With all that being said, let's get into it.
Hey Ed, it's Mia. I got a friend coming by. Do me a favor, hook him up.
You broke your piggy bank, scrounged up some change, and you're ready to buy a new car. Only when you looked at the current market, you were a bit disappointed with how much cars cost now, especially if we're going to compare it to pre-pandemic prices. First tip I'm going to give you is, if you haven't made a budget yet, go do that. You want to know how much money you can comfortably afford to cough up, whether you plan on financing it with monthly payments, or you're going to pay out of pocket for the whole thing. Programs like Excel already have pre-built templates on there, just to make it easier to create your own budget. As of making this video in June of 2026, if you're looking to buy something brand new, you're going to have to cough up a bit over $30,000. This will either land you in a fastback EcoBoost Mustang, a Mazda Miata, or a Civic Si. And even if you increased your budget to $40,000, you're not left with that many options. This is also not even including the dealer fees and sales tax you'd have to pay on top of that. And in today's economy, $40,000 is a lot of money. While I personally hate to look at cars as investment pieces, it is a bit of a hard pill to swallow when you're buying something that expensive with the knowledge that it's going to depreciate at least 10% as soon as you drive it off the lot. I think you see where I'm going with this. Your best bet to get the most bang for buck is to buy used. And while it certainly is an option, I'm not talking about Joe's used car lot down the street. I'm talking about Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or any car auction website like Cars and Bids. When it comes to private party sales, you're more than likely going to be paying less than what you would at a typical dealership. According to Edmunds, you'll be getting about 12% in savings. Living in the day and age of the internet, once you've decided on the kind of car you want to buy, you can find a plentiful amount of information on it. Plenty of people make YouTube videos on specific cars, with others even talking about what to look out for when you're looking to buy it. One of the biggest tips I can give is don't underestimate forum websites. When I was looking to buy my first enthusiast vehicle, a Gen 1 Raptor, the people on Raptor forums were really helpful, answering any questions I asked and informed me on what I should be looking out for when I was looking at used ones on the market. You can find these websites for just about any brand or specific model car. Being informed gives you the power to know what you're looking out for, and the knowledge to either walk away or pull the trigger, and in some cases, it can even give you some negotiating power. Regardless of the budget you're working with, if you're patient and willing to wait on something with character, there are options out there, especially if age or miles doesn't scare you and you're willing to travel. Those factors are what really are going to be the big money savers. The only reason I was able to afford the truck I have was because of the 160,000 miles that were on the odometer when I bought it. There's obviously some risk, but that's why research is so important. It helps mitigate that risk as much as possible, giving you the opportunity to drive something much more fun and engaging compared to your base model cookie cutter crossover.
Yeah, but are you looking for like a tool or something?
What difference does it make?
Huh. What difference does it make?
Okay, I'm looking for a tap and die and some WD-40.
Good. Now that you have your car, we'll need to talk about maintenance. If you did go down the road of purchasing something used, any kind of service that's going to be inevitable will be entirely out of pocket. Labor rates wildly vary depending on where you're taking your car. From that independent shop in your town or a dealership, the average you're probably going to be looking at is about $150 an hour. This is also hoping that the shop isn't trying to pull a fast one on you, and you end up spending more than you should be. Doing maintenance and repairs on your own can save you thousands of dollars over the lifetime of your vehicle. Even if you're the type that isn't really comfortable or has never even worked on your car before, it's never too late to learn. It's just like researching whatever car you're interested in. YouTube and forum websites are a great resource for any issues you might encounter in the future. Depending on the car you own, you can also purchase a service manual from third-party companies such as Haynes, giving you a complete teardown of the car with step-by-step instructions on various things that could go wrong. I'm very big on DIY repairs. I like to think I own a lot of tools, but you would honestly be surprised with how little of an investment you need to get a majority of the typical jobs done. As of making this video, you can get a 280-piece mechanic tool set for $100 at Home Depot. Something like this will help you with the majority of what you would encounter for an average car. All of these hand tools are going to be similar quality, most of them offering lifetime warranty. So, if you are looking to start your very own tool collection, I'd say just head to whichever big box hardware store is closest to you and go from there. I say go to the big box stores because if any of these tools ever fail, it'll be easier to swap them out. Also, I want to make it clear that there's no need to worry about buying thousands of dollars worth of tools right out the gate. Just purchase the required tools you need for the job that you're tackling. That's how collections start and grow. Doing your first oil change? Perfect. Grab an oil wrench and some ramps. Swapping some summer wheels to winter ones? Grab a jack and the right size socket for your lug nuts. Doing your first brake job? Grab a brake kit from Amazon for $30. There's a comfort in knowing that you put these quality parts in your car as well, and you weren't just given the cheapest ones that were available on the market. You get to keep your own records, and you know that the job was done properly. With the right tools and the right guides from reliable sources, such as the internet's favorite mechanic, Chris Fix, you can save thousands of dollars doing your own repairs. Think of every tool you buy as an investment. You buy it once, and you have it for all future jobs. That's how collections slowly grow. As you get more and more comfortable with working on your own car, then you can take it to the next step and pick whatever line of power tools you want to get into. You don't need these for most jobs. Basic hand tools are always going to get most of the work done, but they will make any jobs much easier. My advice on which brand to purchase is going to be very similar to the hand tools. Just buy whatever's closest to you as far as your big box hardware store. I'd say wait on sales such as 4th of July and Labor Day in order to get some great deals. What I will say is, once you have picked your family line, stick with them. Having the same battery to go on multiple tools is going to be easier and a bit less of a headache.
Look, sir, I have reviewed this contract, and it offers no coverage at all. It just says volcano insurance over and over again. And down here in small print, it says, he's signing it, I can't believe it.
God, I love insurance. A subscription service you pay monthly hoping that you never actually have to use it, and even if you do, they still somehow find a way to not cover it. Regardless on the type of coverage you do have, whether that be full or liability only, consider going with a local insurance company, instead of solely relying on the big corporate ones. You know which ones I'm talking about. Like the one with the lizard. While savings will definitely vary from state to state, it's worth looking into so you can lower that monthly subscription payment you never want to use. And when you are looking to swap your insurance, make sure you find the best rate for yourself. Don't be afraid to shop around for multiple quotes in order to get the best deal. If your current insurance company had their rates go up, leave them. Shocking to nobody, they certainly don't have your best interest in mind. And that about wraps it up. I appreciate you watching, and I hope there was something in this video that you found helpful. Subscribe for more car-related content, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.